I would like to extend a warm welcome to everybody present. I would like to specifically welcome our esteemed guests from KeSPA. And then from our Namibian entities, I would like to welcome the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service, the Sports Commission, our main partner, MTC, TV2 Namibia and NBC, and all our online viewers. My name is Jenny Vermeulen. I am the Secretary of the Namibian Electronic Sports Association, or NESA in short. I would like to thank you for your support and your witnessing of this noteworthy occasion. And NESA believes that this would be the beginning of only great things to come. I would like to do formal introductions. And I would again like to start with our esteemed guests, the Korean Electronic Sports Association, their president, Mr. Youngman Kim, David Shin, who is the part lead, Team Korea of eSports Management and International Relations, and Tai-In Jung, who is the Business Development Team Manager. And with them, we have the Korean Consular Operator, Mr. Yi Cheng Park. Then for our Namibian entities, I would like to welcome Joanne Manuel, who is the Director of Sports of the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service. I would like to welcome Bernadine Negonia from the Namibian Sports Commission. Then from our main partner, MTC, without who today would not be possible, I would like to welcome Mr. Benjamin Adams and Nadine De Mora. Then we also have present NESA's technical partner for the last 10 years, who is Future CC, representatives of Mr. Nico Stoffberg. And then from NESA, we have present Andra van Skalkwyk, William Alexander, we have Anushka van Skalkwyk, Andries Stein, and then we also are lucky to have Damien Brits at the back. We also have Salome de Bruin, and we have our founding members, who's Louis van der Merwe and Jonel van Skalkwyk. Then I would like to give the floor to Ms. Manuel, the Director of Sports, to address us.
Good morning. Or is it afternoon? Yeah, it's 12 o'clock, 6 minutes past 12 o'clock. So therefore, good morning. If you have been following sport, you realize that right now we have a team in Birmingham, UK, Commonwealth Games. As we are seated here, Hilaria is on the road, running the marathon. So we are communicating and seeing how she is doing. Knowing her performance of the last Commonwealth game when she got a gold, we hope she can do the same. As they have said, my name is Joanne Manuel. I'm from the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Services. I am here representing the Namibian government. I'm not representing myself. I take note of the delegation from the Korean Electronic Sports Association. Colleagues, welcome to Namibia. The consulate from the embassy, your presence here means that this team has a blessing of your government, and it put me at ease as a government official. Thank you, sir. Flop, your whole team. I think this is the third time that we are meeting now with games. I hope by the 6th time I will know all your names, those in the leadership of NESA. So we have a long way to go. I am not leaving, as you might have heard. So I'm very happy for that. Now, those present here, whether it's officials of electronic sport. I hope there are players themselves here present. And obviously the most important person, who is the media, helping us to inform the nation on what we do with our mandates. Today, we are here to talk about Namibian Electronic Sports Association, shortly called NESA. And NESA has come a long way, but it's still a new sport concept in Namibia. Because those of you that like movies, you see that people are always playing these things, you know? So for other countries, it's an old concept. But for us, it's a new concept. I've been noticing your performance. The last one, we were at Marua Mall, and the turn-up was very, very good in a very, very cold city of Windhoek and an extremely cold Marua Mall. Now, I was very happy being then the Deputy Director of People with Disability and Women in Sport. I was more happy when I found that in the team there was one deaf, two deaf, and one with a limp. So that is the inclusivity that we are saying, that everybody should be part of every activity that we give people. Our mandate as a government is in Chapter 11, state policies. State policies require the government to make sure that the nation is given and presented with what they need to have a sustainable life. Therefore, Sport Ministry was created to assist the Namibian government and see to it that our sports sector is well coordinated and well developed and managed. Your presence of having several games across the country is a sign that you are delivering on the mandate that the government have expected you to do. Manage the association and deliver. Of late, you have selected the team after those Marua Mall games, and I'm happy that you are there. But then you came back to tell me that, Miss Manuel, I'm having a partnership that I'm signing with the, can I call them, how do they pronounce themselves short? What do you call KeSPA? KeSPA. Now I was called again. No. We are not only sending a team, but this weekend we are signing a MOU with KeSPA. I'm here committing myself not to having seen the MOU. That's the only problem that I have with Flip on that way. I was first to see the MOU before I come. But nevertheless, I have trust in you, and I believe what you are going to do is diligent, and you are going to do it in good faith. As a government, we are grateful that you could work so hard to get such an MOU. Therefore, we thank KeSPA for coming to the rescue of NESA. It's a young baby. I'm sure you are all in this sport. Please take our baby, hold her by the hand. You know, babies are very difficult. They are like old people. But now this one is an old baby, so please take them by the hand and lead them across the world, which we say global village. Wherever you go with this competition, and if means allow, please take our baby along. And if the baby is misbehaving, you gave me your business card. I went to collect mine. I'll also give you my business card. Just call me. I know in Korea now it's probably going to the afternoons or maybe early evenings. Don't worry, just call. And if you say it's KeSPA, I'll wake up. Fortunately, I'm not yet married, so you can call. So, as a government, we thank the government of Korea. I don't know whether you say Republic of Korea, but let me say Korea, for all what you have brought on board for our NESA. Government remains committed to sport development with the limited resources we are having. Athletes, keep up our flag high and keep the banner burning. In that nutshell, I thank you and I wish you all the best with this new journey that you are taking on today.
We are indebted for your praises, Ms. Manuel. Next on our agenda, we have the address from Mr. Benjamin Adams, from MTC.
Thank you. Some of us, we're not used to speaking into mics. We just like speaking just like that. Oh, because I thought I could not hear myself. Okay. All right. Thank you, thank you. To the Honorable Minister of Sport, Mrs. Manuel, the President of KeSPA and his delegation, ladies and gentlemen, NESA, esteemed invited guests, thank you so much for this morning for making time and attending this MOU signing. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be standing here because it hasn't been easy, and I don't want to sound like I'm from NESA, but I've seen the fight NESA has had over the past years, and I must take my hat off for NESA and the team, that they've been able to have so many achievements with so much lack of funding and support from the general public and the private sector. I know NESA has tried so many years to reach out to the private sector for funding and support, collaboration. For me personally, I was quite sad that we didn't take up the offer to support NESA years ago, but we are here today, and I'm sure there are great things to come. Although the initial funding and partnership collaboration with NESA is about 3 years, it's just the beginning. Of course, there is certain things MTC would also win in return with the partnership, because we've seen with COVID the past 2-3 years, as MTC, as a telecom company, we've seen a lot of young people starting playing games because of work from home, the affordable internet. People are starting to have access to internet that they did not have more than 3 years ago. With this, we have a big amount of people starting to play games. The only challenge we had in Namibia was that not many people knew about NESA. Not many people knew about eSport. And I believe with this collaboration, Flip and the team, we will be able to explore the possibilities and make eSport accessible to the entire Namibian nation, especially outside Windhoek and all the other smaller towns. With that, I just want to say thank you so much, guys. And I'm actually curious to see how this turns out. Also, one point of note is the interest for MTC is that we've seen more mobile games or esports need a good, stable internet network to be able to succeed. And that's where MTC feels we have a vested interest in it. So Flip, NESA, this is not the beginning. I mean, this is not the end. This is the beginning. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. We are, of course, extremely grateful for your support. And I would just like to say that the reason we are here today is the Memorandum of Understanding that is to be signed between Namibia and South Korea. We believe that this MOU is the first of its kind, and this ceremony is to commemorate the first African and Asian country who is jointly looking for key areas of cooperation to expand and develop esports. The idea of the MOU is not only to benefit the esport athletes, but also all the supporting roles that comes with it as coaches, managers, umpires, and we hope that this will also expand to other industries of technology and whoever may become a stakeholder in the success that we will achieve from this. The next item on our agenda will be words from Flip de Bruin, the President of the Namibian Electronic Sports Association.
Good day, everybody. Before I start my official speech, I have to say In my entire career as president, this is the first speech I've ever written down. So we'll see how it goes today. Dear esteemed guests, members of key Namibian institutions, the Ministry, Sports Commission, our partners, new and old, those watching here today in this hall and those online, I'd like to again welcome you all to this very important day for Namibia. We all know Namibia is a country full of beauty and opportunity. One such opportunity is the growth and development of eSports. This is a sport that can change the life of many from all walks of life. So, as I always say, if we can, why not? Today will be a truly great day for Namibia, as we have found and started a relationship with what I can only describe as one of the best esports associations in the world today, KeSPA. I am sure, I'm 100% confident that only great things will come for both countries from this agreement. And my confidence comes from the fact that we have a very similar mentality. We both have a mentality to know that it is our duty to plant trees, but accepting the fact that we might not live to sit in its shade. We work for the future. To our NESA partners that has walked this road with us in the last 10 years, Future CC, Vander Designs, Logitech and Nanodog, we thank you for standing by our side and trusting us. We will continue to be grateful for you, or to you, and we hope to keep you close in the future. To MTC, our new alliance partner and close ally, I'm not sure there are enough words to express our gratitude and the gratitude of the esports athletes in Namibia for making relationships such as the one between NESA and KeSPA today possible. We will continue to work hard to build esports into the biggest sport in Namibia, together with you. To our founding members, Louis van der Merwe and Junel van Skalkwijk and the others in their absence, we thank you for the passion you had to start esports all those years ago. If not for you, if not for your initial effort all those years ago, we might not be here today. We once again thank you. We will always be grateful, and remember this. To our Namibian institution, our parents, NESA's parents, that is handing off their baby. We hope this prestigious event today shows you how serious we are about esports in Namibia and what we are aiming to achieve. We hope you realize the effort we are putting into growing this sport, not just for the athletes, but for the supporting roles and the supporting industries as well. We sincerely hope you recognize our labors, and we hope for your continued support and guidance. Even if you give us away, we will come back crying. Remember that. To KeSPA, we look forward to the future and what it holds for us both. Our athletes and the complete esports spheres in both of our countries. To what may come from this, we will need to see, but we will work hard. I can promise you that NESA will spare no effort in the pursuit to build this relationship into the best one it can be. Lastly, to President Youngman Kim, I thank you as one president to another. I can never thank you enough for the example that you have set for us and the entire esports world. I know this brings more work to your table, but I promise you, your efforts will not be in vain. Thank you.
Thank you, Flip. The next item on our agenda is, of course, an address from the Korean Electronic Sports President, Mr. Youngman Kim.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Korea eSports Association and all of eSports community in Korea, I would like to express my most sincere gratitude to all of you for being here today. It is my immense pleasure to officially announce that the partnership between Korea eSports Association and Namibian Electronic Sports Association kicks off. I still remember the very first discussion I had with Mr. President of NESA in Israel last year. I could see his passion and sincerity to esports, and I was particularly impressed by his devotion toward the development of esports in Namibia. This reminded me of my old days. Back in 1998, when I first realized the potential of competitive gaming and decided to develop the ecosystem in Korea. I can tell it has not always been a pleasant and easy journey, but I also can tell it is worth of investment and devotion of a decade. I can feel that Mr. President is willing to start and lead Namibia's journey to development of esports landscape. I would like to deliver my sincere gratitude to MTC, Future CC, Nanodop, and Logitech, who are on the journey with NESA. I assure you that you have made the most prominent and wise investment. Korea, one of the leading nations in esports industry, will be Namibia's trusted friend and will do everything in its power to make your journey more promising. Once again, thank you very much for being here with us today. I can tell that being with you here today, and memorable moment in worth of 20 hours of flight, kindly with us to be in the future cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I hope that those long hours in the plane, that the views in Namibia is at least worth those long hours in the plane. Okay, now the moment that we have all been waiting for is the signing of the MOUs. The President from KeSPA will be signing first. The presidents will now exchange the MOUs. Let's just hang on. The ink in Namibia is frozen. Thank KeSPA to the rescue. Okay, the presidents will now exchange the MOUs. And of course, we need some pictures. Do we have enough pictures? Thank you very much. We would then have a word of thanks from the NESA president.
Yeah, that's not mine. Yeah, almost started reading that. As we come to a close for today, I would once again like to thank everybody. This time, starting with the Ministry of Sport. Ms. Manuel, thank you. We appreciate that you could be here, that you could witness this, and I promise I will do my homework. And thank you for the trust you placed in eSports, and we will continue to make you proud. The Namibian Sports Commission, we thank you for being here, for the time to witness this event. We will continue to make you proud. To the NESA volunteers that are here, we thank you for your hard work and time that you put in. There are many, many hours that went into this, and we thank you for that. To our old partners, Future CC, Vander Designs, Logitech and Underdog, we thank you again for your presence in witnessing this. To our new and close ally, MTC, we thank you. We hope you can see what we are going to be doing on this journey, and we hope to see you all the way to the end with us. I thank the media, the public that are watching, and without you, the media teams, no one would know of this, so we applaud your effort, and we thank you for every bit of it that you do behind the scenes. Lastly, I'd like to correct one thing. I don't think it was 20 hours, I think it was 33 hours of flight. Yeah. To our Korean delegation, KeSPA, Mr. Kim, once again, thank you for making this journey. Thank you for starting this relationship, and I hope it leads to the best of outcomes for us both.
Okay, for the closing of this event, we would please ask that Ms. Manuel, Mr. Adams, and Ms. Bernardine come forward so that we can take pictures while the two presidents exchange pendants. Please come, be part of the pictures.
Just look from left to right.
Smile. We just got partnership.
Yes. Right. Yes. Couple more without a mask. He's a pretty guy. Right. We will exchange and then take some more. Thank you very much, sir. We go. And now, yes. And even a bigger smile. Now it's official. They can't run away. Thank you very much. Right. Ready? Close.
Good. Once again. Oh. So we once again say thank you to everybody present. We will now depart to have lunch outside. Afterwards, the Namibian and Korean delegations will reconvene, but the rest of you we will see for dinner at 6 p.m. Thank you.